What's up, everybody? We're here in Louisville, Kentucky for, I think it's day 249, day 250 of protests now. We've got a little caravan that's happening. Very small foot numbers, maybe about a dozen people on foot. And I'd say about 20-25 cars. So we probably got close to 100 people with us, but we've only got about a dozen that are willing to brave the actual cold. The rest have been in the caravan, which is totally acceptable because it is like 30 degrees right now. Give you a little detail of what's going on. So we're currently on the Build Back Black marching caravan. We're going to, I believe, what is referred to as Black Walnut, but it is an area of town downtown over off of Muhammad Ali that was kind of like Louisville's Black Wall Street. If you're not familiar with Black Wall Street, I believe it was New York City. It was an all-black business hub. It is sad that they kept the money rotating within their community 2 or 3 times before a dollar would leave. Of course, a lot of white men at the time didn't like that. So there was a riot, and they went and burnt down Black Wall Street, essentially. Killed a bunch of people. So we're going to get a little history on the area of Louisville that was similar to Black Wall Street. Not nearly as gruesome of an outcome, but definitely was a bunch of black-owned business back in the day, and they all got ran out of their businesses. Gentrification of downtown. There will be more details on that once we get there, so stay tuned.
Whole streets! Our streets! Whole streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! I said we young! We lit! We take back our shit!
So again, only about a dozen people on foot because it is rather cold, but we've got 20-25 cars behind us. I'd say each car's probably got 2, 3, 4 people in it. So we're probably pushing about 100 participants at the moment, but the caravan kind of minimalizes that picture, you know. I was actually gonna ride in a caravan, and then I saw Miss Mathis up there was gonna be hiking, so I was like, if Miss Mathis can march in this cold, I can march in this cold. So with how cold it is outside currently, the temperature's getting even lower at night. We're going to be looking at some single-digit temperatures later this weekend. So one thing that I want to remind everybody is to think about the houseless population. Think about those that aren't as fortunate as yourself. They can't be sitting in a warm location watching this on their cell phone right now. Heat is imperative at this moment for the houseless population. There is 6 or 7 people, maybe 8 or 9, that have been living down at the square off and on at Injustice Park. So we need firewood at Injustice Park. All through winter, we always need firewood. So if you've got firewood, or you can afford some firewood, and you can drop it down at 6th and Jefferson for some of the houseless that don't have the same privileges that we do, that would be a beautiful, beautiful sentiment. I will be making a post to that effect again, probably later tonight. I've made a few posts over the last couple of months as the temperatures have dropped, but again, firewood and heat are imperative to survival if you don't have somewhere to stay at night. Sorry guys, just getting caught up on the boop train. Saw a couple people that were saying some things that were unnecessary. Had to get rid of them. So they're about to say some words about this area and its history. But before then, let's get this out of the way. Here at riotheartmedia, we do not back the blue. We back the boop. Back the boop. Boop lives matter. Basically what that means is if you are coming in here just to throw about some whataboutisms, if you're coming in here to bitch, if you're coming in here to moan, you don't have to be here. It's your choice. You can go and fuck off and do something else. So basically, if you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't like what you're hearing, if you don't like my commentary, you can politely and gently go fuck yourself. Again, you don't have to be here. You choose to be here. You'd probably have a more fulfilling life if you chose not to watch something that pisses you off, or if you learned that this shouldn't piss you off. You'd probably enjoy your life a little bit more. But, you know, you do you. The First Amendment doesn't protect you from me blocking you from my comments, just so you know. First Amendment protects you from the government, not from riotheartmedia. So, yeah, if you say anything backwards, any bullshit, I won't have any problem with just seeing your way out for you. So we've posted up here at a corner. Some words are going to be said about the history of this area. So people are getting out of their cars, making their way forward to hear the words. I still don't have ASCAP licenses, BMI licenses, so music will still shut down my live stream. Step away because of that music real quick.
But we want to make sure that everybody understands the purpose of this march. When we talk about black wealth and black businesses, we always talk about have black wealth and black economics, black businesses, and how we used to have our own communities that thrive, we always reference Tulsa, Oklahoma. But we had our own right here in Louisville, Kentucky, right here on this street that was called Old Walnut Street. Before it was Nulu, it was Old Walnut Street. So just how you see their businesses thriving over there, we had the same thing over here. And it wasn't boutiques and hair salons, we had theaters. We had newspaper printing houses. We had restaurants. And we also had white people that came out and embraced and supported it. So it was the heart of the city, and the reason we're coming out today on the very first day of Black History Month is to let everybody know that not only do Black lives matter, but Black businesses matter. And the same way we're going to protect Black men, and the same way we protect Black women, we want to protect Black businesses. We deserve the same resources as any other business that has a different color skin leading. So when you hear me say, protect Black business, I just gotta back me up on that. Protect Black business!
Protect Black business!
Protect Black business!
Protect Black business!
Black money matters!
Black money matters!
Black money matters!
Black money matters!
Alright, y'all, we're gonna head down to 11. We're going on over to the 11th and Main to the mall. You're gonna hear from a few more people out here. But understand that if we don't get it, shut it down, we're not playing about that. Y'all, and what they did, y'all, they came through with bulldozers. It was something called urban renewal. Urban renewal is what they did. And they knocked all of our businesses down. And they replaced them with projects. They replaced them with projects where we have high crime rate and high murder rate. We want to change the narrative. We want our businesses back. We want them back in our community. And we want the resources to be able to do it. You shouldn't be able to slap up a sports complex without asking the people what they want in their neighborhood. Black businesses matter, and we will thrive again. Let's go. Black money matters. Black business matters.
Okay, so just a few details on marches and how they work. Typically, we have a supply vehicle that tails and has water and snacks. That was imperative. That was imperative in the summer, making sure that we had water and snacks so people didn't drop out from heat exhaustion. It's a little less of a concern in the winter, but I believe we do have some water that is here in case anybody needs it. A few other things is we usually have people on bikes and or in cars that help block traffic, deter traffic, defer traffic, reroute traffic so that the foot march can go through safely. The idea is to not to provoke, it's not to cause violence, it is not to cause any type of serious disruption. It's really just civil disobedience. Just a momentary inconvenience for anybody that might be trying to pass. But one thing we do on marches a lot is we'll go a few blocks and then we'll post up, block an intersection for 2-3 minutes. Somebody will say some words, everybody gets to catch their breath, takes a moment to recollect, and then we keep moving. So we are now on the second stretch of the march.
Keep going! Keep going! Keep going!
Ronnie, yes, I'm on Twitch. I'm also on YouTube. The live stream on YouTube hasn't been working lately. I got to figure that out, but I get them uploaded onto YouTube immediately after.
Put your fist up! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black money matters! Black money matters!
we've got probably about a dozen people out on foot and 20-25 cars behind us. Again, one thing you got to remember about those cars is most of them got 3, 4, 5 people in them. So even though we only got a dozen people out on foot, we've actually probably got roughly 100, if not more, that are here participating at this moment.
We're not giving up. We're not giving up. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. I said no justice. No peace. Let these racist ass police. I said no justice.
So we're looking at the Build Back Black. Again, this is specifically about an area called Black Walnut. It was like the Black Wall Street of Louisville. It wasn't bombed like Black Wall Street was, but it absolutely was redlined and gentrified. It's the type of tactics that LMPD and Louisville Metro have been using for 200 years to make sure to suppress certain demographics. Again, you know, like redlining and gentrification, urban renewal, housing projects. Looks like we have stops here on Muhammad by some of the housing projects. I was lucky enough to take part in a post-Halloween candy give out that was organized by the Hope Bus. If you're not familiar with the Hope Bus, look them up. Stacey L. Bussey is incredible. That is thehopebus.org. But a bunch of us went around to, you know, 2 different projects. This is one of them. And we handed out candy to a bunch of kids that maybe didn't get any candy on Halloween. We definitely made some days that day. That's right. It was City View and Beecher Terrace. That's where we went.
Just a little bit.
So of course, got some people coming out showing their support. Stephanie, actually, I made the mistake and wore my light shoes again and didn't double up the socks because I was expecting to be caravanning. But
Out of the house, into the street.
yup. But when I saw Miss Mathis here, being as beautiful as she is, and she was going to be walking herself, I realized I had no excuse. I also had to walk.
Aside from political education and political literacy, I ain't really got much to say. We have to educate ourselves. We're not going to separate ourselves from this government. The same government that provides us with welfare, food, and all the other things. We're not going to separate ourselves from this government. We need to know how it is we can manipulate this government. Who it is that we need to vote into these judge positions. Who it is we need to vote into these legislative positions that are actually going to work in our favor. If we're not educating ourselves on this local municipal government, we are fucked. We are fucked. The cops in this city, they all are up under the mayor. So what mayor we choose? We got Shamika that's running for mayor. Hello. We also have a few black men that are voting for Shamika. That are running for mayor. We're not voting for David James. No. So we need to really figure out what mayor we're going to choose and decide on. We need to worry about our political literacy. It is very important for our future, not just for our future, but for the future of our children. This is very important, you guys. So that's all I really got to say. I'm political. I'm a political activist. I'm paying close attention to the fact that today the president is voting on our stimulus payment. So if you worried about your stimmy, today they're going to decide on our $1,400 stimmy. You know what I'm talking about? I'm paying attention to my stimmy. I need my little $1,400. You know what I'm talking about? So political education is very important, and it's not that hard to pay attention to. The president doesn't do much outside of that stimmy, but our mayor, our legislative branch, which is our council, and our judicial branches, which is our local judges, we need to be paying very close attention to. And that's about it. That's all I really got to say. I don't really have much to say, but justice for Breonna Taylor. Fuck David James.
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 Fuck David James. But 2022, we will be voting on our local government, our judges, our odd number legislators. So pay attention to it, you guys. That's all I gotta say.
Give me my
That's it.
Out of the house, it's a three. Fuck James.
I'm good.
Hold on, just a minute. Y'all get back in your car.
Hold on, right.
Well, before I pass this along, this is somebody else that is dear to me. April, can you say some more words for me? She's part of Freedom Bar Nation.
All right, so what we want y'all to do is take a good look around. Look at what you see. These are the projects that were put up in the place of black businesses that were thriving. We want you to know that there were 154 black-owned businesses right here where you are standing that was thriving. We supported ourselves. We supported our own community. We did not need any government assistance because we supported ourselves. Black money matters!
Black money matters!
I want to know who was invited to the table when they decided to do the redevelopment of Beach Terrace.
That part.
Did they ask the people across the street, what do you want to see? Do you want another apartment complex, or do you want to see something that your kids can benefit from? Do you want to see something that your families can benefit from? So when I raise my sign that says protect black business, that's exactly what I mean. Bring us to the table because we have a decision. We have a voice in the matter. We want to be able to thrive. We want the same resources because our dollars matter. We have built this country free labor. And then when we go and clock in on their clocks, we're still making money for them. When they get all the money to start their businesses that turn into trillion-dollar businesses and we go and work for them for pennies. Black money matters! Black money matters! Black money matters! So I just wanted to make sure that as we go into Black History Month this year, that we do it with the right mindset, because we still have what it takes. Old Walnut Street was only 70 years ago. So when you heard people say, oh, slavery was 400 years ago, you guys should forget about it. Well, guess what? Martin Luther King walked down these streets 70 years ago when there was a black community booming with black dollars. 70 years ago ain't that long ago. We got grandparents that are 70. So if we did it before, guess what? We can do it again. Keep going. Y'all can get that thing up on. And we're going to... Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, hold on, hold on.
No, you can hear him. Don't get in your car.
Now you get in the cars. Next stop.
Thanks for the little bump, Matthew. Appreciate you. Always good to see that you host me on Twitch there. But yet again, we stop, we pause, moment of respite, moment of breath, some wise words. Speaking about Black Walnut, it was the Black Wall Street of Louisville, and it was 154 black-owned businesses that were all torn down to build these barrack-style housing projects, Beecher Terrace, and the like. So again, just stop to give a little bit of the history.
Justin.
So, again, we're here in Louisville, Kentucky. I believe it is day 250 of protest, if I'm not mistaken. But to kick off Black History Month, a new coalition organized this little march and caravan to highlight the history of Black Walnut, area on Muhammad Ali. There used to be 154 black-owned businesses and is now projects. I believe we are making our way down to the 11th Street mural now, the spray their names mural. And then I think someone is going to be announcing a new organization that they've been working on, so we'll see. We're not quite heading to the West End. I know a lot of people say west of 9th is the West End, but that is basically only because of a designed divide, gentrification, and the like. But if you ask a lot of people in the West End, they'll tell you that the West End doesn't really start till like 13th Street. We're going to 11th, so we'll kind of be in the West End, but not quite. Got more people coming out, show support. And we out here. Probably got, again, about a dozen people out on foot, but it is like 30 degrees and the sun's going down, so the temperature is dropping. About 20-25 cars behind us, might be pushing 30 at this point. 2, 3, 4 people in each of those cars. You know, we're looking at 100, 120 people that are participating right now, even though the Caravan kind of hides those numbers. No sign of LMPD thus far. While I was at Breeway earlier, while I was at Injustice Park, I did see a couple drive by, but you know, that's semi-regular because police station, courthouse, the jail, and the documents hall are all right around the square. So yeah, just luckily, no real interaction with LMPD yet. Well, although we may have or may not have voted for Biden, we don't worship him like Trump supporters did. So there's no point in flying a fucking flag for your president. President is a figurehead, he is a leader, it is someone that is supposed to help us. We're not supposed to worship them as a deity like Trump supporters did. Biden's not a savior. He's not Jesus Christ. He's just a fucking pawn in the game, in this giant chess game we call life. And he's just the first pawn that's being moved. My personal opinion is fuck Republicans. Fuck Democrats. Fuck the bipartisan system. The bipartisan system hasn't done shit for the United States in 200 years probably. Democrats and Republicans are all the same, just rich white fucking people that don't have any intentions of actually helping those at the bottom. It's time to stray away from the bipartisan system. It's time to open up to more parties and give those parties actual options to be able to be on ballots. Yes, Cindy, Biden has helped us. He has helped us already. I don't know if you know this, but he signed 17 executive orders the day he was inaugurated. He came ready to fucking do work. Biden didn't quite sign an executive order to ban all private prisons. He signed an executive order that basically will move things into the direction of making privatized prisons illegal. It's not quite solidified. Do a little research. You'll be able to find it. Actually, I posted a couple of articles kind of explaining it a few days ago if you want to go back and try to find them. Privatized prisons are still legal, unfortunately. But we have taken a step in the right direction into dismantling that system. I love snow. It's just so pretty. But that's not pretty. So these are more barrack-style housing projects that are being demolished, and the approach that they have. So basically, 60, 70 years ago, Louisville Metro displaced the black population by fucking up Black Walnut. After that, they built housing projects, shoved them all into there, and then about every 15 years we'll say, well, this housing project is now a danger, we have to demolish it. So what they do when they demolish is they replace with what they call mixed income housing, which is really kind of more like middle class housing, even though it's called mixed income, and it does not open any doors or opportunities for the majority of the POC demographic. But that, in a nutshell, is gentrification, kids. So I can only assume that those are being torn down to put in mixed income housing. I haven't really been on my photo game since it got cold. Usually I got my other phone out taking pictures and shit. But I keep forgetting to cut the fingers off these gloves. And it's difficult to operate a phone. I was streaming Maxwell's stream. Call that restream or streamception. You're never supposed to cross the streams though, guys. Don't ever cross the streams. Gentrification has been a constant in Louisville, Kentucky, basically since its inception. Since it's been created, I mean, honestly, let's get back down to the roots. Louisville, Kentucky is actually Louisville, Kentucky, named after King Louis, a French king. And the city was started as a French slave port. So this city started as a slave port. Portland, Louisville originally. So from its inception, it has harbored and continued oppression to POC people. Again, through redlining, through gentrification, through pushing a demographic to a certain part of town so that you don't have to deal with them, essentially. And that's not okay. That's dehumanizing. Yeah, bipartisan system is just two wings on the same shit eagle. Keep fucking going. So again, we went about 5-6 blocks. We're gonna post up, exchange some words, catch our breath, and then we will be moving along. So again, we're here in Louisville, Kentucky. I believe day 250 of protest. To kick off the first day of Black History Month, we went and we checked out the location that used to be known as Black Walnut. It was a business hub that it housed 154 black-owned businesses, and it was torn down and turned into projects back in the 70s, I believe. So we've gotten words about Black Wall Street from several organizers. The chants today have been Black Money Matters, Black Business Matters.
That's not loud enough for me, so I'm gonna do that shit again. I said, give me a pen! Give me a nail! Give me a nail! What's that spell? Black Lives Matter! And what's that spell? Black Lives Matter! What's that spell? Black Lives Matter! What's that spell? Black Lives Matter! Every day! Every day! But real talk though. Every day of Black History Month, all of us should come together. Because this is the first Black History Month with this new generation of protest. And to me, we need to make a statement each and every day. Do y'all hear that? Yeah. Because this is Black History Month with this new generation of protest. Do you understand? This is power just being right here right now. And especially for me. No justice!
No peace! Racist ass police!
I said no justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
Alright, I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning of the day with a little harmony with it. Y'all got me? I said no justice! No peace!
Racist ass police!
I said no justice! No peace!
Fuck these racist ass police!
I said no justice! No peace!
Fuck these racist ass police!
Now I haven't touched this. It sounds like my voice is already going now.
That's the code.
But y'all straight?
Yeah!
All right, we can keep it moving. We're going this way. Here we go to turn.
Keep going!
Keep going!
Keep going!
Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going!
Hey, let them turn real quick.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Hold up.
Alright, we're on the move again. Maybe we're not gonna make it to the mural. I thought that was the plan. Oh wait, we're on 12th Street. We're on 12th, so we gotta go down another block. I get it. J-Dub, I got my facts about the city through research. You should try it sometime. So lately Facebook has been throttling my exposure, which means it's not hitting as wide an audience as it should be. They are threatening to unpublish the Riot Heart page, actually, because I went against community standards, apparently. I posted a picture of the QAnon shaman, and Facebook said that I was promoting hate speech. But I was really posting it and saying, look at this idiot. So, You should try to switch over to YouTube or Twitch if you get the opportunity to, because the Riot Heart Facebook page might not always be around. But I do have some pretty big things in the works currently, so if you want to stay connected and stay in tune, you should probably look into Twitch or YouTube, because Facebook sucks. But to battle them suppressing the views, you can spam the heart react and you can share the stream so that we can get as many people to see that Louisville is still protesting as we can possibly get. Twitch is 110% a better platform for live video. I would assume it's because it's specifically designed for curation of, curation of original content. So their copyright rules, they take way more serious than Facebook as well. Sometimes people will steal my footage and then they'll repost it and then collect money on it, and I'm like, nah, get fucked. So I have to go and I have to file copyright infringement paperwork on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Twitch is usually down within like 48 hours. They got that other video down. YouTube's usually about a week. Facebook can be like 2 weeks. Belinda, I assume we'll probably just pay the higher gas prices. That would be the logical thing to do, right? So here we are, 11th and Main Street. This mural was done early in the protest and it's just absolutely gorgeous. There's one face that I left off on that pan, and it's because it's heavier, well, higher up there too, but we got David McAtee as well. So the name of this mural is Spray Their Names. Done by a collection of artists. I think there's 3 or 4 that were involved in it. But again, 11th and Main Street. I believe this is Trifecta Events. It's their headquarters. So check out Trifecta Events. They do the Trifecta Ball every year around Derby. But they were, open and willing to. They were open and willing to allow their building to be used for the Spray Their Name mural. Yeah, it's beautiful that no one has defaced it, because whenever Oprah fronted the money to put up all those billboards of Rihanna, there was at least one that was defaced. Someone threw a red paint can, hit it right between the eyes. It's fucked up.
at it. I think we circled around and go back to the going around like this one.
It's actually incredible how quickly they got this up too. It's like it was the blank wall, and it was like 4 days later, this shit was done. They were still doing some finishing touches kind of over here whenever we did the reveal, actually. But just absolutely gorgeous fucking piece of artwork. Like, even if you don't support the movement, even if you're a racist piece of shit, you can still respect that this is a gorgeous piece of art. Another shot of David McAtee right here.
All right, everybody, gather over here. I said, I remember the first time we walked down here with y'all. Y'all getting this formation. Y'all was three. It's all like that. All like that. That's some new shit. Standing here and laughing. But hey, you know what we did that for? We did it for Jay told us to see when we put this together like that. We tried to get it. It worked. It was a good crowd though. That was a good crowd.
So it is real cold out here, but as long as I'm moving, I'm fine. This mural's at 11th in Maine.
Hey! Come over here!
We got organizers trying to get people over here so they can, do the last of the words, and then we can make our way back down to the march, or down to the square. Well, Raven, there hasn't been too much going on lately, honestly. The 502 live streamers have been focusing a little more on like community outreach, positive aspect of everything, because the protest has slowed down just a little bit. But slowing down and stopping is two very different things. As you can see, we are out here in currently 30 or below weather to talk about Black Walnut, to talk about the history of Louisville and its oppression of certain demographics. Sorry, my lighter was cold, so the fuel wasn't coming out appropriately. I had to warm it up. Apologies, Kimberly. Damn. So, Louisville, Kentucky, day 250. You're here with riotheartmedia. I forgot to put my little watermark on there. Oops.
Mic check.
But yeah, I haven't been out filming as much because I've been trying to help out with some of the houseless community and stuff a little bit.
I don't want to say another motherfucking name.
I don't want to say another motherfucking name.
I have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name.
Y'all know them both. We're gonna do that shit all over again. Because we right here where it says say her name. And the reason why I protest for, I'm gonna say it again. The reason why I protest for, I should have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name. I should have to say another motherfucking name. I should have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name.
I should have to say another motherfucking name.
Freeway, I hit the motherfucking freeway. Freeway, I hit the motherfucking freeway.
Alright, first person I'm gonna call up. Miss Chandelier, come here. Talk your shit.
How you doing? So I don't know how to talk shit first and foremost. But my name is Chandelier.
My check!
My check, please!
My check!
Hey, mic check, please. What everybody got to say is very important to all of us, okay? So show everybody the same respect.
So let me start from the beginning. I don't know how to talk shit first and foremost, but my name is Chandelier and I'm a social, cultural activist. I'm a provider and I love that shit. So what I'm trying to do, fuck all that. What we going to do is provide for the city of Louisville, Kentucky. Like Chris said, this is a new generation of protesting. So we've been doing this shit. People been saying we've been doing that shit wrong on their caps and shit. They don't want to come outside and show us how it should be done. None of that. So we're going to do it how we want to do it.
That's right.
And how I want to do it, I want to take these kids to the future. By the way of the Knowledge Foundation.
All right.
It may be the Victory Knowledge Foundation.
That's right.
Because it's a movement and not a motherfucking moment.
All right, talk your shit.
So I just want to let y'all know that sometimes,
Victory Club,
it's a movement and not a moment. We say Black Lives Matter. Black businesses matter.
Black business matters.
Black money matters.
Black money matters.
Hey man, everybody that's out here watching us, I'm trying to raise $24 million
That's right.
in 2 years.
That's right.
We're going to build a big facility. We're going to have a transportation system. We're going to get our kids off the streets before they get guns in their hands.
That's right.
We ain't, guess what? I said game, but I ain't playing after this motherfucker.
That's right.
We see y'all.
That's right.
I ain't talking about nothing about my business.
Tell me you can't talk shit never did.
Oh, I forgot all about my business.
That was talking. And before I call this next person, I just want everybody to repeat after me if I don't mess it up. Build back black.
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 It sounds like I'm messing up, but it sounds like it's coming out too. So, this next person I'm calling up, what up, Tip? Next person, he really don't need no introduction. Jeff?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
You running for council?
Come on, man. Talk the shit.
This shit, I'll hold the bull.
Take it back to black, baby.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up? All right, for people that don't really know me, I'm Jeff Compton. I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky.
Say your name again.
My name is Jeff Compton, and I was born and raised in the west end of Louisville. Actually, all the neighborhoods in Louisville. Right. But I started out protesting like everybody else out here, like everybody else on May 28th. But this summer, we was standing at the square, and my cousin was like, Jeff, you should just run for councilman. So,
Come on, councilman.
Let's go.
Come on, councilman.
Let's go. Give it up. Give it up. Hey, you're making him nervous. But hey,
so look, but I said all that to say is we need everybody. This shit is not it. This shit is out of our hands. These systems are racist. We always say Black Lives Matter, but they will not matter until we take our protests to the polls. Now, we've been in this class for the past 5 weeks, and I would love to invite everybody to the Black Liberation class. And the reason why the Black Liberation class is important is because so that we can all understand the systems that we're up against. Because this the protesting is perfect. I love the protesting. But we have to take all of our energy to change these fucking politicians. We got Republicans that was okay with a fucking coup. We got people that live in Kentucky that was okay with white people running in the Capitol. That's not cool. Y'all need to do y'all research on these politicians and vote them out. If you don't, even if you don't trust them, go do some research. But I will say this, Jeff Compton 2024. Oh, and one more thing, David, and everybody out here, I would love a personal commitment for everybody out here that David James will not win.
David James will not win. David James.
Fuck David James.
Fuck David James.
vote for Jeff.
And we're going to need y'all in a few weeks again.
Cut the check. Vote for Jeff.
And cut the check. Reparations are out.
Hey, give it up. Because he started the same day of all of us. He started educating, and now he's running.
That's right.
And that's change.
I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one. Hopefully other people will run too.
Fact.
We are the system, y'all. This is our shit. We young. We live. We taking back our shit.
We young. We live. And we taking back our shit.
Yeah.
We young. We live. We taking back our shit.
All right, I'm going to have 2 more people speak, then we're going to round out. Move.
I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot something. I have an event planned on February 16th in memory of everybody who we have everybody we've lost during this movement. Starting with Breonna Taylor, Travis Nasty, Chris Rock, Tyler Gerd, who am I missing? David McAtee. So February the 6th, I'm
6 or 16?
16, February the 16th. I'm so very sorry. That's the one's birthday who is near and dear to me, who is no longer here.
That's right there.
So February the 16th, y'all say the date. In about a day or two, the flyers be out, but the event starts at 12 o'clock. I love y'all.
We need y'all to share the event.
We need to share the event, please.
Share.
We got
2 seconds now.
Mike check.
All right, repeat after me. Build back black.
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 Man, I know for a fact I messed that one up, but thank y'all. Hey, I'm going to come up here to speak, man, because I'm about change. I'm about an opportunity, man. Next speaker, Amber, going to talk this shit.
Look, reason why I'm getting all y'all to speak over here, because Maxwell, you know he's like Mick Jagger. He's probably somewhere in this thing, but he's still recording.
Yo. I really ain't got much to say because y'all know me. I really don't talk too much shit. I'm just gonna do it. We not done by far. By far, we not done.
That's right.
What we will be doing in the future, we got some new shit popping. Make sure y'all save the date for March 13th because I just talked to Breonna Taylor's family and we will be having shit popping. We will. And I expect everybody here and all your friends, all your family, everybody you fucking know to be out there too.
That's right.
Out there, bitch.
Make sure that I see y'all, because I will. Actually, I'm going to be the motherfucker call you out on live. Be like, so why the fuck you ain't show up?
Call them out, bitch. Call them out.
From here on out, I'm calling everybody out on live. I'm not doing none of this shit. We going to say names from now on. But make sure that we are staying out of all the dramas and all your personal feelings when we in this movement. Movement spaces do not need personal drama and personal peace. It's done. It's over. Cancel. We done. And I'm not sure who just said that, but yes, I am.
We are family.
If we don't say we family, we really are family. Let's get it popping. Let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
If we not doing movement work, then what the fuck we out here for?
Hello.
Let's get it popping.
Don't even watch the live. Just stay your ass at home.
Hey, hey, I got you. You got you, Phil. But hey, one more person, and he started just the same way as everybody else. Okay, come here, fam. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. It's cold. All right. We clocking you.
Now, I just want to say to y'all, first of all, I love all of y'all.
Love you too,
I
fam.
came out here late, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in the same fight, and I'm going to fight just as hard, if not harder.
Wait a minute, you're not talking to the megaphone.
Right.
What's the button? I don't need a megaphone. What's the button? I'm not saying no, but for real, we got to keep fighting. Not going to lie. This is our fight. We got to build black, and we got to take back what is ours. That's right. They have put us down, they have oppressed us, and they're going to keep it unless we stand up and take back what is ours. Your shit. Y'all know. Let's go back. Let's get my back. Let's keep marching. Let's keep moving. Let's get what we want.
Hey, I just want to say something while we're sitting here talking and understanding everything. Mic check.
Mic check.
So I know y'all cold. But give me just 30 seconds. I'll break it down real quick to y'all. 30 seconds. There is a space for everybody. A space for everybody, no matter who you are, lesbian, queer, trans, who you are. There is a space for everybody.
Nice.
You can supply food. We got Braylon who's a chef. Y'all got me who cooks. You feel me? You got Jeff who's running for Metro Council. There's spaces for everybody. If y'all feel like y'all don't have a space, go talk to somebody next to you. Really next to you.
Classes.
For real.
Educate yourself.
Classes, y'all. But that's all I had to say. Thank you. Love y'all. Keep going.
Keep going! Keep going!
Back to your cars. Let's roll.
Out the street.
Let's go. If we don't listen to a vegan, let's go.
Come on, my drive. Fix that dirt.
All right. 2-3 cars kind of piled up. Not much traffic blockage. There was actually there's a little parking lot entry like right there that people were turning in to get out safely from the blocked roads. But we are starting our final leg of the march. Heading back to the square. Which I'm a little relieved about because it is, again, cold as shit. And I haven't eaten much today. So after this, I'm going to catch some dinner with some friends. So looking forward to that. Looks like most of the foot traffic has retired to cars. So it's like me and like 3-4 other people that are walking at this point. I made the trip, I'm gonna fucking stick it out, right? Show me what democracy looks like. This is what fucking democracy looks like. Yeah, I'm walking. That's all right. Thank you, though. And Shonda offered me a ride. Much appreciated. But, like I said, I'm sticking it out. We're just a few blocks away at this point, so. What's a little frostbite? No big deal.
See you walking?
Yeah. I was like, walk this far, fuck it, why not?
I don't know about the GPS part. Please do, because these fools don't have no eyes on them.
That's kind of a beautiful shot of downtown. Look at that. Fiddling with my other phone right now, guys, so it might be a little bumpy. Man, they're leaving me behind. Maybe I'm actually just slowing down. I just got my phone out, try to. Dude, they gone. So they gone. To what? I said they're gone.
Yeah, because me and Ron right here is walking up this way. Alright. Yeah, don't stop till you see me and Ron. Okay? Alright.
Yeah, we're catching back up right now.
I wasn't trying for them to do this. But that's what happens when I get stuck in the back.
Yup. Got an organizer talking about how these cars kind of, they spread out and took over an oncoming traffic lane. Well, the organizers is kind of like, well, shit, that's not what I wanted them to do. It's alright. Again, just momentary. It's just a momentary inconvenience for anyone that finds themselves encountering a protest or a caravan. If you just sit calmly in your car and wait 45 seconds, it'll go right past you. You don't have to feel so privileged and entitled as to open your fucking mouth like someone has any respect for your opinion. Okay, and we got traffic back in the lanes it's supposed to be in. I was walking with Chris. So for once, I was actually privy to the march route. I typically don't ask for that information. I don't typically need it. I just show up, follow, and film. But when I found out we were coming back to the square from down Market, that 9th Street intersection was a little sketchy. Sketched me out a little bit, but we made sure to keep moving through it. The reason 9th Street sketched me out is because it's actually 65 off-ramp. So you back up that ramp and it backs up the highway and it becomes dangerous. So I'm glad that we didn't post up too long in that intersection and we kept moving. It's been a grip since I've had to exercise like this. You know, early in midsummer, I was maybe walking 10 miles a day. So again, we're here in Louisville, Kentucky, day 250 of protest. You are watching riotheartmedia. We just finished a march, hit a little bit of downtown, just barely into the West End, back to Breeway now. The topic of the march was an area of town that used to be referred to as Black Walnut. It was essentially the Black Wall Street of Louisville. If you're not familiar with Black Wall Street, the city that Black Wall Street was actually in escapes me at the moment. Unfortunately, maybe Oklahoma, but literally local government and white supremacists bombed this area that was an area of black-owned businesses on Black Wall Street. Like blew shit up. Just because white people were mad that black people had stuff, essentially. Louisville's got its own area with a similar past, but not quite as gruesome. There was an area called Black Walnut. It was on Muhammad Ali, and it housed 154 black-owned businesses. The city decided to tear those buildings down and build housing projects in its place. So we went to the original corner of Black Walnut, we went down to the projects that replaced it, then we went down to the Spray Their Names mural on 11th and Main, and we are now making our way back to and Justice Square. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you very much, Jill. So again, made our way around downtown a little bit, hit the West End just barely down to like 11th Street, and have now made our way back to Breeway and Justice Square, Breonna Taylor Park, Jefferson Square Park, whichever you prefer. But the march has ended safely and securely. Everyone is good to go. But again, I'm going to catch up with some friends to get some dinner, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the live stream. Seems like everybody's just going to kind of chill out now. But for me, so maybe I can't drop the live stream quite yet. All right, so there are some more words, and then I'll be dropping the live stream.
Listen up. Talk your shit. Y'all see where we at, right? That's where we made it back off of a successful march. We educated each other. We let everybody speak that wanted to speak. Give me a B!
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L!
Hey, I got your L, I got your L. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Come in a little bit. This is the first day of Black History Month with this new millennium. It's the first day. We got y'all. And that's the new generation right now. Never love them. But look around each other, man. There's so many different generations out here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Today is the beginning of change for the 21st century. It's a new day. Each day, we need
set up an event on Black History Month, I don't care what organization it is, we will support it. Black Lives Matter!
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 You can't stop the revolution!
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 United we stand!
Divided we fall.
United we stand!
Divided we fall.
United we stand!
United we fall!
If it sometimes sounds like I am responding to chants, but I don't sound very enthusiastic, it's because I don't want you to just hear me screaming over the camera. Sorry. What are chigs? What CHIGS chigs?
I appreciate everybody for coming out. I love y'all.
I think that's about it out here at 6th and Jeff. It's been a while since we've had 6th and Jeff shut down like this, but I assume it's probably not going to last too long. But reporting here from Louisville, Kentucky, going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Day 250 of protest, and looks like I'm back at it. So I'll catch y'all soon. In the meantime, everybody, stay strong, stay safe.